With the advent of VR also comes the chance to reinvent game genres. Suddenly motion controls seem less gimmicky, and first-person games finally feel like real first-person. And although I've yet to play a PlayStation VR game that literally could not be done on a flat-screen television, what I'm finding instead are awesome VR experiences that wouldn't even interest me on conventional displays. In Eagle Flight by Ubisoft, you take to the skies and become an eagle in first person, finally allowing me to live out that long-forgotten childhood fantasy. And while all flight controls are linked to your head tracking, it'll take you all of 5 minutes to forget that, making this one of the most successful motion-controlled games in recent memory. But being given the ability to fly would be nothing if we weren't given an equally as impressive environment to explore. Thankfully, Ubisoft blessed us with this as well. We're given Paris, or at least a cartoon version of it, post-recent human apocalypse. Vegetation has begun reclaiming the land, and animals from zebras and elephants to deer and flamingos are its new residents. And while I'd love to see a bustling metropolis filled with cars and pedestrians, this does seem like a more appropriate place to start. And it shouldn't go without mentioning that even though I'm no game designer and I have no comprehension of what the PlayStation VR is actually capable of, I had no idea it was even remotely capable of this. An open world city with tons of verticality, all flying by at a steady frame rate, with super precise head tracking, all without the need of a PS4 Pro. Now, call me impressed, this might be PlayStation VR's best game, at least from a technical standpoint. And about 20 minutes in, I started getting concerned that that's all it was. A great tech demo with no real meat on its bones, no real entertainment value after the VR wow factor wore off. Luckily, nothing could be further from the truth. While the first 20 to 30 minutes of Eagle Flight can be considered boring at best with slow-paced tutorials and a disturbing lack of any actual objectives, soon the whole game world is blown wide open with collectibles, challenges, and new abilities. And this is when the addiction sets in. Each level ranks you with up to 3 stars. And for the life of me, I couldn't move on until I'd perfected each challenge. It's the Angry Birds formula through and through, but it works here flawlessly. There's also plenty to do, and mission variety is just different enough to keep things interesting. If you saw my review for Here They Lie, then you'll know that some VR games can cause motion sickness, even in the most hardcore gamer. Eagle Flight somehow manages to avoid this completely, which, from a gameplay perspective, is phenomenal. But it also means that you never quite get that, oh my god, I'm flying feeling you'd get in other games, like Windlands. If you're a PlayStation VR owner, this game should be a no-brainer. You really need to pick it up, because in a world of annualized Call of Duties and Assassin's Creeds, well, VR is offering new, unique experiences. And if you've ever just been a kid who dreamt of flying, well, now is your chance.